A lot has been said, like, by you, that, you know, you started a little bit later in boxing, and therefore, like, there's a difference between your chronological age and your actual age in the ring. Like, what do you have to say about that?
You know, I've learned on the job. I've had ring wars, I've had great fights, I've had, you know, upsetting fights, and I've been through it all. So I'm a seasoned veteran now. And with that being said, I don't have the miles on my odometer like the other fighters that started fighting at 8 years old. I didn't start fighting until I was 17. So again, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. A bad thing that it took so long to learn on the job, and a good thing that my body is fresh. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the fight at hand, March 7th, and I'm excited that it's going to be on NBC. I'm excited it's going to be 130 million homes, and I'm excited it's against one of the most love to hate guys, Adrien Broner.
Speaking of that, with Adrien Broner, it seems like certainly outside of the ring, you guys could not be more different, and that sometimes he's a little bit impulsive, maybe like he's not always the most mature guy in terms of some of the stuff that he does. What do you think, like this, in terms of how he's going into this fight with you? What do you think your advantages are versus his?
I know what my advantages are. He knows what his advantages are. You know, that's what makes the fight so intriguing. Stylistically, we're both two different sides of the spectrum. So with that being said, the fans know what they're going to get. They're going to get a spontaneous combustion of two different styles that are going to go right after each other. He's got a lot to prove. I got a lot to prove. So I think it just makes for great boxing. And with that being said, I can care less. Like I said, if he moonwalks better than me, if he breakdances better than me, if he sings better than me, it's irrelevant. Because March 7th, he's got to be better than me in the ring. And that's all that matters.
And like with you and Joe, like being together, you said like sometimes you guys are on, off again.
Yeah.
Like how's training camp been for you?
Training camp has been phenomenal. Me and Joe have been in some wars together. We know what to expect. Joe is a Hall of Fame trainer, 45 years in the business, if I'm not mistaken. He's probably forgotten more than I know in boxing. And it's a trusted voice you need in the trenches, and I think everything is lining up right for me to have the first big upset of 2015.
Do you think, like, what is the quality like between the two of you that even though you work well, a lot of times it's like, you know, you guys get along, you don't get along. What do you think that's all about?
It's not a matter of getting along or not getting along. It was geographic. Is what it came down to, the location. And I'm a young man with a young family, and divvying up my days so far. I drive over 97 miles a day to train, which is, again, I'm not complaining because I'm gifted and I'm blessed to have the career that I have. But when it comes down to splicing up my time with my family, that was what the big 20 catch 22 was. But you know, now the way I look at it is my job. I got to be there. That's what it is. So that's what it came down to. It was never I don't like you, I do like you. It was just a matter of location.
And in terms of this fight being on NBC, how important is that to you?
You don't look too much into it. Is it important? Yeah, of course, because the platform that you're on is the biggest platform in the world. I mean, it's worldwide, 130 million homes. So the platform's amazing. I want to perform. But I mean, you don't think too much into the hype, otherwise you let it get to you mentally. You don't want that to happen, especially when you're in the ring with another man trying to knock your head off.
Do you think you're going to have a stronger mental game than Broner?
I don't want to degrade the guy or talk bad about him, but I think mentally, those are one of my gifts that I excel in. I think, but he's a hell of a fighter. His IQ in the ring is gifted for sure. You don't become a 3-time world champion by not being gifted in that ring. So, no, I don't want to say that I'll notch one up on him because of my intellect. No, not at all. You know, it goes back to what I'm saying. It's not a debate contest; it's a fight. So it's our boxing IQ that needs to excel in there.
Some people, they like watch a lot of like a video like on the people that they're fighting, and some people, even though they do that, they say, you know, I don't change for other fighters, I make other fighters change to me, like when I get in the ring. Which school or where are you? Like,
I'd be lying to say if I didn't watch his fights. Of course he watches fights, but it's not to say, okay, well, Maidana did this to him, Ponce de Leon did this to him, this is what I'm going to do to him. No, there's a blueprint to be followed, yes, but with that being said, this is going to be the first time Adrien Broner is going to see me in front of him, and vice versa. So I don't look for what they did to him. I look for things that, maybe habits that he does, maybe certain mannerisms that he carries before he does this and that, things that I can prepare myself mentally for. So that's what you look for into a fight. I don't say, oh, Maidana did that to him, so I'm going to be able to do that to him. Well, no, me and Maidana are two different fighters, so I can't say that. But yes, I do watch footage for my own peace of mind and my own school and knowledge of what we're going to see March 7th.
Is your plan to be the more aggressive guy in there?
Well, everyone knows you don't play chess with Bobby Fischer. He's definitely got more hand speed than I do, and I'll be the first to admit it. But no, I mean, I have to be the aggressive guy in there. I'm not gonna outpoint Adrien Broner. It's just not gonna happen. You know, so of course I got to be the aggressive guy in there, and I believe he's gonna sit there and he's gonna exchange with me because he has a lot of pride. So we'll see which Adrien Broner shows up, but we're prepared for any Adrien Broner.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.